All right, hello and welcome to another session of our nitric oxide release training. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through this session. We're going to be starting on all fours, and those of you that are using your bands today, we've already added air just before class. So go ahead, if you're watching the recording, put us on pause, get your air added in, and let's get rolling from there. So first thing we're going to do is going to give a little relief and stretch out those forearms before we get started. So as you come on down to hands and knees, we're going to turn the palms down. You're going to rotate your fingers in so they point in towards your body, and make sure you draw the belly in so you're not overarching that lower spine. So both hands go flat, fingers are rotated in towards me, and then ever so gently, I'm going to lean back here. Get a nice stretch through those forearms. We work on the computer a lot, use our phones a lot, do a lot of gardening. We get really tight through those forearms. So come up out of that. Now I want you to turn your hands, those fingers face in towards one another, and spread your hand nice and wide so you can kind of interlace those fingers. From here, we're going to do a little rotation. So nice and smooth, you're going to rotate around 2 to 3 times in each direction. When you're ready, switch directions, gently rotate that other way. Very good. And then from there, if you're comfortable to come up in a kneeling position for just a moment, we're going to shake out those wrists and some little mini wrist circles here. Make a fist and rotate through those wrists. Good. You can turn them the other way. Very nice. From here, our first exercise, we're going to start here in about 15 seconds. It's going to be our quadruped, meaning on all fours, our donkey kick. So draw the midline in, nice wide handprint. As you place one hand underneath each shoulder, we're going to be starting with the left leg. So when you're ready, you're going to lift that left leg straight up in the air. You're going to extend the foot up towards the sky without overarching your spine. So you don't want to force anything. You're not trying to prove anything on how high you can lift your leg. I only want you to go as high as you can keep your midline engaged. Breathe out as you kick up. Breathe in as you lower down. Once you know your exercise, turn your head so you're looking straight down towards your hands. Good. Last one, and then we're going to switch legs. So just shift your weight. Now put your weight on that left knee, still drawing the midline in, and 2, 1. Now for the right leg. Extend it up, drawing it down. Breathing out as you push up. Nice strong support to that upper body. Arms are straight. And check in with the position of your head. Sometimes our head will be dropped forward. So you want to draw that chin up and back. Good. 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and pause. Child stretch next. Toes together, knees divide, reach those arms straight out, and lower on back. A nice stretch to that low back. Head goes down towards the floor. Just a short break here, about 2 to 3 breaths. And then as you come out of that, we're going to make our way onto your back. We have some frog bridges next. So coming onto your back, lower those shoulders underneath your body. I mean, I'm going to tuck my shoulders underneath me. And now I'm going to bring the bottoms of my feet together. Arms at the sides. And then when you're ready, pushing the bottoms of the feet together, you're going to make a small little bridge of your hips. So I lower down and then raise up, keeping your head relaxed back, head nice and straight. Once again, just like with those donkey kicks, we're not trying to force as high as possible. The frog bridge is normally going to be lower than a traditional glute bridge, and you'll feel a lot more activation of those smaller muscles. Good. Let's go another 10 seconds here. Excellent job. Keep breathing. And 3, 2, 1, and take a pause. Go ahead and hug both legs into the chest. That double knee to chest. Rock side to side. All right. Next, we're going to work that lower core. If you know that hollow body position, you can go right into it. We've got a little bit different class live here today. So I'm going to show you the slower version of this. We're going to keep the knees bent, pull the belly in towards the floor. So I'm trying to flatten that low back into the ground as I slowly lower my feet back to the floor. Then I'm going to draw the knees into the chest and trying to keep that low back flat as I lower my feet down. Good. So up and in and slowly lower down. As your feet are lowering down, you're going to feel how your pelvis wants to rock away and it wants to create space with that low back off the floor. We're trying to avoid that. So we're trying to keep that low back pushing strong into the floor. 1 or 2 more. All right, and 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Gradually make your way back onto the front side of your body. That completes that circuit, and we're going to go one more time through, coming back to our donkey kicks. So making your way on the hands and knees. Remember to reset those hands, wide handprint, draw that midline in, starting with the left leg in 2, 1, here we go. Draw the chin in, keep those arms straight, looking right between the hands. Nice job, that's halfway. Protecting that low back, keep drawing the belly in, keeping that lower spine nice and neutral. Avoid that tendency to overarch. Good, last one, and get ready for that other leg. And just readjust, still draw that midline in, and 2, 1, now the right leg. Good. Check back in with that upper body. Straight arms, chin in, looking straight forward or directly forward. Halfway through. Wonderful. Looks great, Sharon. Nice work, Diane. Nice and smooth. Last couple here. And pause. Walk those knees in so they're touching. Quadruped hip rock next. So as that belly draws in, just nice and slow, rock your hips to one side, and then up and across, take it to the other. About 2 or 3 times on each side, and then we'll return to our back. Fantastic. All right, once you loosen up that low back a hair, those outer hip area, then gradually make your way on back. We've got 15 seconds until we start our second round of those frog bridges. If you're ready early, feel free to start. Drawing those shoulders under you, bringing the soles of your feet together. And 2, 1, here we go. Soft bridge. Feel the bottoms of the feet push together as you just gently raise those hips up, contracting all those smaller muscles of your pelvis. Breathe in to lower, breathe out to raise up. Fantastic. Heads relax back. Ooh, feel those inner thighs start to activate a bit more. Last one, and rest. Back to that low back stretch, hugging those legs in, loosening up that low back, that double kneaded chest. All right, we're going to go back to that second round of that hollow body, we call it. You want to imagine you're trying to make your body into the bottom of a boat. I walked that group through the lower body portion last round. If you are comfortable with that, you can keep working that lower body. Otherwise, feet flat on the ground. And now I want you to focus on the upper body portion. Resting the head down, and then just ever so slightly raising up, drawing that chin to the chest, lowering back, and ever so slightly, just like a little curl. I just bring my upper spine off the ground, feel that upper ab activate. If I wanted more of a challenge, I could keep my knees elevated, my feet off the ground, and then do that upper body from here. We'll take another 20 seconds here to practice this motion. I breathe in as I lower back, rest the head for a moment, breathe out as I raise up. 10 seconds left. Still avoiding that arching of that low back. And 3, 2, 1, and release. Ah, beautiful. All right, nice work. Let's go ahead and roll back on over to all fours. We're going to come into down dog, and we're going to make our way up to standing for our second circuit. So nice wide handprint, turn your toes under, go ahead and raise those hips up in the air. Start with a little down dog pulse. So I'm going to rock forward, weight through the hands, and then raise those hips up as I rock back, guiding my heart towards my thighs. Pushing back, Breathing in as I rock forward, breathing out as I rock back, and then go ahead and add the heel pedal, lowering one heel down and then the other. High moves. Get a nice stretch for those calves, and then from there, you're gonna slowly inchworm your way up, walking your feet to your hands, walking your hands to your feet, and then nice and slow, coming out of that forward fold position. Awesome job. Let's grab a drink of water. I'll reset this camera here, and we'll get ready for this second half. All right, we got Diane, you did the first class. We're doing those tricep kickbacks again, but don't feel like you have to do them a second time. If you want to avoid getting too sore, you could also sub like a dumbbell row. We'll do a 15 over there. Here's our 10. That's it. Okay. All right, friends. So our first exercise is a tricep kickback, and we're going to have some jumping jacks in between sides. Our goal in this first round is about 15 reps of each exercise. So for this tricep kickback, if you're holding the weight in your right hand, you're going to step your left foot forward, right foot back, support on that forearm. And then when you're ready, you're going to pull that elbow nice and high, and then the 15 reps is here. Bending in, extending back, in and back. Breathe in as you curl in, breathe out as you extend. Once you know the movement, look forward at your foot. You want to add a little challenge, you can rotate that palm up towards the sky. You'll fire a little bit more of that tricep. And it's my last one, number 15. I'm going to set the weight down in between sides. Stand tall for some step or jump jacks. $15 still our goal here. Just move and breathe. And there's our 15 there. Beautiful. Coming back down to that opposite arm. 15 reps on your other arm. Opposite leg forward. Draw the midline in. And then as soon as you're ready, elbow high, extending back. Keep that upper arm against the torso. Good. Breathe in to bend, breathe out to extend. Nice. Only want to be moving through the elbow, not so much through the shoulder. Sharon, I can't quite see, but it looks like you have too much motion through the shoulder. After you finish your 15 reps on this side, we're back to those step or jump jacks. There's my 15. And whenever you're ready, just move at your own pace here. Good job. You can always step for these as well. Awesome job. Once you finish your step or jump jacks, we're going to go into our bicep curl next. So you're welcome to use dumbbells for this. And I showed dumbbells for the last class. So let's use the bands for this class. I'm going to stand on the band, elbows into the sides, and then whenever you're ready, curl it in and extend. Or you can hold your dumbbell on each head. You grab the 35s around the corner. You use one. Good. Curl and extend. Going for about 15 here. I lost track. From the sides, as high up as I can, and all the way down. Woo. Couple more. And resting from there. All right, after those 15 or so bicep curls, we're going to go back to the lower body. In the last group, we did a march, pulling the heels up underneath. You can either march here, or if you want a little faster rhythm, we'll go about 20 seconds. Good job. Pulling the heels up, driving those arms to the sides. 10 seconds left. Nice, Diane. Good, Sharon. Not knees up, but heels up. Heels under your body. Flex those hamstrings. Good. From here, either an elevated surface for mountain climbers Stay in if you want to come to that elevated surface, or meet me down on the floor. Midline tight. And we're going to work for time here. Knees pull up. Breathing out. This is our last exercise of this series. And then we go back to the tricep kickback. 10 seconds. Try to keep your hips nice and level as you drive those knees up. 2, 1, transition. All right. Second round through, instead of 15, now we're going to shoot for reps of 12. So we're going to descend in reps a little bit as the workout goes on. All right, rest as long as you need. If you're ready, starting in 5. Back to that tricep kickback, going for 12 reps. Here we go. In and back. Sharon, if you can lift your camera a little bit, I can give you a little bit better feedback, but I can see you a little bit now. So notice that, watch me, I'm bending at the elbow. I'm not moving through the shoulder. So I'm bending it in, extending it back. 1 or 2 more. And then we're back to our jumper step jacks. Here we go. Again, just 12 reps here. So you can step it out or jump it out. Smile, try to enjoy your movements. Woo, there's 12 there. All right, let's hit the other side. Draw that belly in. 12 reps on the second side. Moving at your own tempo. Make sure I help kick moose in the head with my tricep kickback. 12 reps here. There you go, Sharon. That's great. Nice, Diane. And here's my number 12. All right, one more set of jump jacks, and then we're on to our bicep curls. Fantastic. All right, let's show you with the dumbbells this time. If you like the bands, you can stick with them. When you're using the dumbbells, keep your elbows in a little bit tighter. Curl and extend. Curl and extend. Good. Going for 12. Good. So Sharon, looks a little heavy. You want to be able to fully extend the elbows in the bottom and then curl it up. Especially those of you using the bands, you should be using weights that without the bands, you can do at least 20 to 30 reps. There we go. All right, once you finish those bicep curls, we're back to raising those heels underneath our body. You can march and pull your heels up, or if you want to be a little bit more winded, a little bit more challenge, driving the arms to the side here. We'll take another 20 seconds. Woo! Good job. We're going to go from these heel kickers to our mountain climber. And now we'll complete set 2. 3, 2, 1, mountain climber. Either down on the floor or an elevated surface. We're going to take 30 seconds here. Breathe out as you drive that knee up. Fantastic. 15 seconds. Sometimes we'll see those hips swinging around a lot of these mountain climbers. Focus on your stability, holding strong through your midline. 2, 1, transition. All righty, shake it out. Final round. We're going for now 10 reps of each exercise. So back to our tricep kickbacks. We'll start here in about 10 seconds. This time shooting for 10s. Nice long stance. 2, 1. When you're ready, remember that upper arm stays high. Kind of glue it against your torso. Chin in and breathe, firing up those triceps. Awesome. After 10 reps of our tricep kickback, we've got 10 reps of our step or jump jack. Woo! Fantastic, and then we'll switch that other arm. Move it through. Elbow high and kick it back. Those of you, we're going to let the air out of the upper body first as soon as we finish these tricep kickbacks. Yeah, so finish that kickback, we're going to release that air. Ooh. And then we'll keep the air in the legs for just another couple of minutes. Back to our step or jump jacks. All righty, and then we'll finish out. Now you can go a little bit heavier. If you have heavier weights and you let the air out, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more on your curls, that's appropriate. And back to the band, standing tall, 10 times here. There you go. Full curl, all the way up as much as you can, all the way down, fully extend. Good, from the bicep curl. We're gonna take 30 seconds of either that glute march or those running butt kickers. 1 minute of work left. We've got these heel kickers here, and then our mountain climber. Staying focused. Ten seconds, we're gonna let the air out of the legs before that mountain climber. All right, good job. We're gonna release that air. Just push those little nozzles in the legs. And then either that elevated surface or I'm gonna finish down on the floor. Nice wide handprint. Come on down to the top of that push-up. And then when you're ready, 30 seconds starts now. Nice, strong for the upper body. Level hips. Looks great, Sharon. Nice work, Diane. Just over halfway. Keep breathing. And 2, 1, and all done there. Ah, beautiful. Let's grab a drink of water. And then we're going to do our cool down stretch on the floor. We got our moose bear here. I'm going to move you around, buddy. Woo. All righty. Oh, now he thinks I want to play. Great work. I'm going to go ahead and take these bands off. We're going to start down on the ground with our sideline quad stretch. So when you're ready, go ahead and come on down. Bring your elbow just underneath that shoulder. Extend the legs, and then you're going to bend the top knee. Leg of the top knee. Oh my gosh. The knee of the top leg. Pulling that heel towards the glute and just gently extend that leg back. Pull the shoulder back as well. See my shoulder is kind of protruding forward. I want to draw it back. Nice open chest position. Lifting up out of that bottom shoulder. And then when you're ready, release that top leg. Let's go ahead and swing around. Same thing on the other side. Just like that, right? Let's wrestle, tug, quad stretch on that opposite side. Here we go. Oh. Keep stretching. Right there. Couple more seconds on this side. And 2, 1, and release from there. Let's go ahead and come back onto all fours. We're going to do a child's position side stretch. Open up that upper body a bit. So from hands and knees, Take your hands, walk them over to the right side of your mat or your area. Take your left hand, reach it nice and long, and then square your hips as you lower your head down and rock your hips back towards your heels. Spend about 3 to 5 breaths on this side, and then we'll switch. When you're ready, come on up, walk the hands to the opposite side. Same thing on that other side. Now it's going to be your right hand reaches nice and long across towards the left side of your mat. Square those hips and lower on down. My turn. Oh, yeah. All righty, when you come on up from there, we're going to do a few cycles of some cat-cow breathing next. So from hands and knees, as you breathe out, you're going to lift up that mid-back, draw your chin into the chest, and as you breathe in, a soft, gentle arch. Drawing your shoulders back, lifting the head, looking forward, between 3 and 5 times there. Using the breath to kind of calm your system, get some good mobility through that mid-back. We tend to get really stiff through our mid-back. Let's go one more time. Breathing out. Try to really send as much air out as you can. And nice, smooth inhale. Ah, beautiful. From there, let's go ahead and transition on to your back once again, and we'll finish our session here. So slowly lower back, relaxing the head down. You can keep your feet flat on the ground. Let's go ahead and interlace the hands. Pull your left knee towards your left shoulder and roll that ankle around. Good. From here, you're going to take that left foot onto your right thigh. We're going to move into a figure 4. So you want to invite that left knee to kind of push out away from your body as you lift the foot off the ground and pull that right thigh in towards the chest. Take the left foot and kind of pull the toes up, kind of towards you. A little bit more opening through that hip. If you want to add the sciatic nerve release of the right leg, you'll extend the leg up in the air, draw those toes towards your face, point the foot towards the sky, pull it back towards your face, keep it there as you bend the knee down and in. And we'll go through 2 more of those. Extend, point, draw it back, and bend it down. Bruce is getting the puppy challenge here on his cool down stretch. Up, point, back. Beautiful. In between legs, let's do our little windshield wipers for the hips. So both feet flat on the ground, feet about hip width apart. And then with the feet flat, just ever so gently, you're going to lower your knees to one side of the body. My feet do kind of come off the soles of the feet. It's okay if they rock onto the sides a little bit, and then take them to the other side. Just nice and smooth. Fantastic. What you got about 2 or 3 touches on each side. Now you're going to keep your left foot on the ground with that knee bent. Interlace the hands, pull the right knee towards the chest, and ankle circles on this right foot. Switch directions when you're ready. And then we're going to cross that foot over the left. Invite that knee away from the body. Draw the toes back towards the knee on that right foot. And then hugging that left leg in. No movement of that right thigh yet. So all I mean when I pull the toes back, that on this right foot, instead of like letting it just kind of dangle there, I activate that ankle and pull it back. You should feel a little bit more stretch to that hip. And then if you'd like to add that left leg in, extending with the toes drawn towards your face, point the toes away. Draw them all back. Hold them in that back position as you bend it back down. Twice more here. Up, point. And in. One more time. Puppies always keep us playful, right? All right, when you finish that, go ahead and release both sides. We're just going to do about 3 to 5 of some glute bridges here as an opening. for the front of the hips. So when you're ready, with the feet flat on the ground, so different than that frog bridge, nice and slow, you're gonna raise those hips up, draw your chin into the chest, and then slowly lower back down, about 3 to 5 times. Once again, we're gonna help open up the front side of those hips, activate that back side of the body, which tends to become a little dormant in our daily life. So that's one of our jobs, to move and get that back side to activate so we can take the load off the low back when our glutes aren't working very well. Oftentimes the muscles and the joints of the low back have to compensate for what's not happening through the hips and through the glutes. All right, when you finish a few of those glute bridges, our last active stretching position is going to be our happy baby. Elbows on the insides of the knees. Go ahead and grab those outer shins. And then use those elbows to push those knees wide as you just gradually rock yourself side to side. Very nice. Happy baby. Stay there as long as you like. When you finish, I invite you to just take a moment. Just take my arm. Fully extend your legs. We'll go ahead and take a moment to lie flat on your back. Now that you've moved your body, you can also give yourself the gift of calming your body, taking a moment for some stillness. Take a moment to check back in and feel your body breathing. Sometimes you can feel the little tingling in the hands, tingling in the feet. Just remember that your body is alive and we want to live not just always in our heads, but always kind of come down and reconnect to our rest of our body. All right, everyone. Remember to stay hydrated, stay active, and enjoy life. We'll be back here live on Thursday. Hope to see you then.